Hey folks, this is Real Honesty with John Ritlin. I'm John Ritlin. That is
the Dominator.
We are here with a Raw Green Bay, Wisconsin. I'm not going to try to do the Mr. Kennedy thing.
Cool.
Yes. By the way, the Derb again.
Hello.
Yes. And this is a post-TLC Raw review, where we are hyping ourselves up for Survivor Series. And oh, did we hype ourselves up for Survivor Series. Angle with his intro, the crowd chanting, "You still got it." Yeah. And of course, what did you say?
I forgot.
I think you said, no, I got medication for that.
Oh, yeah.
Survivor Series card hype. Matches so far, it's going to be champion versus champion heavy. Miz versus, heavy flow.
Champion versus champion.
In the sense that Miz versus Baron. Again, poor Miz. The nice thing is that Miz has better hair and a better hairline than Baron. Sorry, Ashley. Yeah. I'm not sorry. Dean and Seth versus the Usos. Tag champions versus tag champions. Alexa versus Natty. The Fierce Kitty versus the Fierce Blissful. Meow. Women's champions. And, of course, Brock versus Jinder, who, Jinder's gonna fucking die. Please let Jinder die in this one. Don't, kayfabe, not for real.
But kayfabe is also dead.
It is. Okay, anyway.
Kill his championship.
Yes.
Kill it dead.
You shouldn't have started in the first place.
You shouldn't have done it.
You done.
You done hit the Jinder button.
And we have reassigned to bad booking. But still, 4 championship matches. Thought that was good.
Yeah.
And 2 elimination matches, which Kurt said did not happen It happened at last year's Survivor Series, Kurt. Mm-hmm. I mean, I know that your neck doesn't necessarily allow thoughts to travel properly to your brain, but it did happen, Kurt. It did happen.
Did it?
Yes.
Do, 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 do. Fuck.
That's why we do this show, because it's entertaining. Yes. Then we have AJ Styles, who is still was loaned to Raw, be part of a 6-man tag because Miz and everybody came out and talked.
Hello, everybody!
Ooh, it's awesome. Ooh.
Darren's sitting there the fuck?
Make Darren young. Yeah, anyway. Styles, Ambrose, and Rollins versus Miz, Sheamus, and Cesaro, and that was a really long match. It had 2 commercial breaks.
Yes, it was a great match.
It was a very, very good match. That pacing was incredible. I put, of course, for the description, long but great.
Ladies.
Does not describe my relationships. Because you all need to think about that.
No, you really don't.
No, you really don't. Still great stuff. The faces won. Styles got the victory.
Yes.
Gained the pin over Cesaro.
Also, AJ Styles was there.
Isn't that cool?
It's fantastic.
It is. Styles going to be on the Raw brand during the next shit.
Oh my god. John Travolta.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Mess with the hair and you touch it.
Wow.
Owen Wilson's entire career, Cars.
I'm a car.
Wow, wow.
I love that joke.
It's a great joke.
Yeah.
Then, after the match, Kane showed up. Grandpa Glenn is back.
Oh, crazy Grandpa Kane. Him and his stories about lighting his family on fire and then not lighting his family on fire and then being severely burned, but not really. It's all internal and because pain and Katie Vick.
And then he lit JR on fire, which was hilarious.
Realsies.
Yes, for super realsies.
Yes. It's like tag, but for keeps.
JR's hat was okay. That's the great thing. Still better than the Oklahoma thing. So, Kane just did a few things and then chokeslam Rollins, and then they did a whole, they recapped a lot in the first hour.
Yes, they did.
But still, I get why they recapped it. Braun versus Kane feud's happening soon, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Kane with the old school promo and the lighting, like from 97, early 98. I like that. I thought that was good. You have the old Kane with old school lighting. And then Kane demands competition because he is the only monster on Raw. And then Balor comes out. Balor, who beat AJ Styles, by the way.
We could pass it off as him being a little bit exhausted.
Yes. Also, Kane invoked his AARP clause.
Yes.
Meaning he had to get at least one victory. Don't know what the hell that means.
Wait, didn't he?
Yes, he did. I'm just saying that otherwise Balor would have won.
No, I mean, last night? No, that was Shield. That's right.
It's all right. It was a long match.
I dirty.
I think I aged like a year during that match.
Yeah.
Kane beat Balor after like 3 chicken choke slams. That's right. And now you...
Why did you have to force that in there? That's probably a question you've been asked many a times, but...
By women or by judges?
Yes.
Okay, it's a long number. Moving on. Kane, though, beat Balor after 3 choke slams. And look, I mean, I agree with the exhaustion thing, but I'm like, Kane's about a decade past his cell date.
Yes, but he's a monster. He's spoopy.
He's too spoopy? No.
No, he's just spoopy.
Yes, he is. No, his 2010 World
He
title
needs
reign was...
pens. He's got a very spoopy issue.
Big red monsters having issues.
Spookends. For all your spoopy needs. I don't know why I came up
It's not ectoplasm, folks.
Gross. And it's not ecto cooler. We're out of that. Alright, anyway, forward.
Damn, we are so tired. So, still, Kane won. I mean, it doesn't necessarily hurt Balor, I guess? Unless you're trying to groom Balor to take on Brock after Survivor Series. And then I'm sorry, but because he could face Lesnar at the Rumble. But still, what? Oh, God. What?
So, weird things could happen. I mean...
Okay. Yeah.
Balor may not have to win it from Brock, but Brock may just be like, alright, Survivor Series is over. I'm outie. Throws the Universal belt and walks off.
Oh, no. Oh, God. I mean, or that. I mean, I remember your idea, though, on the SmackDown review? Jinder loses it. Well, my idea, Jinder loses it sometime to AJ, and then Jinder jumps to Raw, beats Lesnar. Yeah. I like your idea, though. Maybe Balor would almost have to win the title by forfeit at this point, because he's not going to beat Brock.
Yeah.
Still, it was a good match, but it's weird. But I guess it sort of makes sense, because you're going to have Kane stick around those Survivor Series. Mm-hmm. Short-term booking, Balor's going to be around longer. And like you said, they could go with the exhaustion thing. They could go with the fact that Balor is just overwhelming. That's great shit. That's good stuff. Shane and Kurt backstage hyping for Survivor Series.
Yes.
And then nobody is ready for Asuka. Oh God, I'd love to be ready for her.
Dear God.
God, just I
Actually makes me feel things.
I am floored every time I see Asuka. It was Asuka versus Emma. It was decent.
I know it sounds really bad, especially because it's usually John doing this kind of thing.
Right.
Asuka.
She's absolutely gorgeous. And the fact that she could beat my ass in about 30 seconds. 25 of those would be running around the ring. Oh, God!
She's more beautiful than Lana. More athletic than 90% of the women's division.
Which is saying something.
Which is saying something.
Yeah.
And a much more competent wrestler than some.
Sorry, Dana. Look, you tried, Dana, but you're not any good.
I don't need you any...
Error.
Dial-up connection lost.
Dial up, Brooke. So, yeah, agreed.
The Babbling Brook.
It's only in her college films. Asuka, right. Explains the gray hair. Anyway, it's not gray. Asuka beat Emma pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Emma got in some offense. She was still wearing her time of the month, gear. And what?
A period joke?
On
the Red Show.
I figured otherwise I'd be cramped for time.
Well, I'm wearing my red glasses.
Yeah, that's a good point. And there's a red icon and a red background on the computer.
It's like I like the color red or something.
So you were red, your rights.
Yes.
Okay. Asuka beat her, though, pretty easily. And looked good doing it. That was good. I'm going to move on, otherwise I'm going to be really distracted by this.
Yes, and this review will go entirely way too long.
Yes. Ha, long. Speaking of long, Alexa was out there. Well, not so long, but...
Yeah.
Alexa, of course, saying, you people. What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people?
Really sounds a lot worse when I say it. Especially the jokes I make. Mickey James just came out and said, I'm going to kick Alexa.
I'm going to kick you in the face. No, you're not. Yes, I am. No, you're... I can't believe you kicked me in the face.
I'm going to punch you in the face.
But it's opposite day.
Oh, no. Anyway, it was good stuff, and Alexa rang down the crowd. That was pretty cool.
Yes.
And then, so, I mean, this could build nice to the feud. Alexa hyped up her match with Natty, but how do we know Mickey maybe won't take the title from her in December? I'm not opposed to that.
Yeah.
Alexa's had a good couple runs.
And also give a good way to send off Mickey by giving it to Asuka.
I'd watch that match again. That match at TakeOver last year was pretty good. Mm-hmm. And then Elias with the Aaron Rodgers comment about his collarbone. Bravo. I mean, look, that it was harsh.
Enzo tried later, but he didn't deliver.
Gulak was so white saying it.
It was by Enzo, by proxy.
True.
So,
by peroxide.
He failed.
Yes, by peroxide.
Verily.
Yes. That was good stuff, though, and Elias got some really good heat out of that, because they were really into it. The crowd was really into it and cheering him, and he just cut him down with the Aaron Rodgers comment. This character's getting over a lot better than I thought it would.
It is brilliant. So, it's the benefit of a slow build.
Yeah. And then we had Elias versus Jason Jordan. It was short. Booker has no idea what's going on commentary. At all. Not that he
I had no idea Booker was still a thing. When did this happen? When did this happen?
When we weren't paying attention, otherwise we would have petitioned it.
Alright.
Is Jason okay? Because that guitar shot looked nasty.
Yeah, he had a nice big welt on his arm.
Yes.
Welt we
got going on here. Whew, that was forced. That was fun, though. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, and Elias walked out strong despite Jason Jordan winning.
Yeah.
That was good stuff. Now we just need to bash Honky Tonk Man over the head. Or Jeff Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett and Impact Wrestling aren't having a business relationship anymore. Have Jeff Jarrett invited back to WWE TV just so Elias can do that.
It's not business, it's personal.
Vince would do that.
Yeah.
He would. That was not too bad. And then Bork and Heyman, I'm going to let you take it away here on the ripping Jinder.
Well, Mr. Heyman, you did a terrific job. You're the biggest trash talker in the industry, and no one can say otherwise.
No.
I mean, they could. They would be wrong. You are to trash talking what Bork is to incomprehensible overness, despite not ever being there. So,
yeah.
Bravo, good stuff. Bravo.
Jinder is a ridiculous champion, does not deserve it. And look, I'm not saying that Jinder hasn't tried to work hard. He has just failed miserably.
I mean, he's put himself into the shape that
Vince likes.
Yeah.
Because Vince McMahon.
And if they gave him a build like they've done with Elias, could you imagine where he would be now, ready to take the WWE Championship?
I'm going to say this much. Okay, say he didn't do that whole thing with Gronk at Mania. Mm-hmm. And they'd have
say he didn't use the Singh brothers.
Yeah, I got it at first.
Of course, they cover up for a lot of his botches, but
which are plentiful.
But yes, that is a big weakness of Jinder.
And we'll talk a little more about Jinder's botches tomorrow because he'll probably address the whole thing.
Botchamania, brother.
Yes. Bork and Heyman, though, perfect. I mean, Brock's coming to the end of the road. I don't see Brock re-signing.
No.
Whether he goes to UFC or whether he just retires, I don't know.
Then again, I mean, he can show up once a year and get $1 million paycheck.
He could, but honestly, the guy's going to be, I think he's going to be 41 next year.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
I'm just saying.
No, you're just human. You're not saying.
It's not over 9,000? No.
No, you're not even.
I'm not even. I was going to say it was like 5 maybe. Just ask my exes. Anyway, so good stuff. And then we had Bayley, Alicia, and Sasha in a 3-way to decide who would be the captain for... God damn it. Who would be the captain for the Raw Women's team at Survivor Series. And I said, Alicia's going to win. Watch Alicia win. And she won! God damn it, Chris.
Yes, she did.
I mean, that's shocking. Like, what?
You're going to be led by a crazy person.
This is so bizarre. Asuka's going to kick her head in at some point.
I have the shiniest meat bicycle.
I'm happy to hear that, Chris.
Of course, you don't play Borderlands, so that probably wouldn't get that reference.
No, I've never actually played Borderlands.
Right.
Yes. Moving on. I'm sure a lot of other people get it out there. Alicia won, though. It was a decent match. I mean, Alicia's a really good wrestler. The problem is her character is so beyond damaged. Even what they did...
I think that's the point of her changing her character up.
Yeah, but they tried this crazy thing a couple years ago and didn't work. So they didn't go anywhere with it.
Well, they're going to Survivor Series with it.
True. But you get my point, though.
No.
Okay. I mean, that's fine. I don't get my point either.
What?
Yes. Right. I don't know. I mean, Alicia being the captain is fine. So ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was fine enough for what it was.
Yep.
I don't know where they're going to go with it, but whatever. We have 3 more tweaks of build, so there we go. Gulak, Enzo, Tony Nese, Davari, and Darvari versus Swan, Kalisto, Alexander, Grand Metalik, who still exists, by the way, and Mustafa Ali. It was a car crash match. It was fine. Mm-hmm. The Faces won. Enzo did not get his jaw broken.
Those are all the cruiserweights into a match.
And here's the thing. They gave him more time than I thought they would. Mm-hmm. But Kalisto pinned him. Kalisto's not going to win tomorrow, 205 Live. I mean, if he does, then it's just more hot potato with the title. Just have anybody take it from Enzo. I don't fucking care who it is. Have Gula. Bring Ray back and have him do it. If Ray doesn't suffer a knee injury trying to step in the ring.
Throw Dominic in there.
Oh, God. I mean, he's taller than Ray now. And I mean, that was actually even a number of years ago. CM Punk singing Happy Birthday to Ray's daughter. God, that was so great.
Oh, God.
Moving on from that. It was a fun match. I mean, the Faces won.
Hold on. Put these on and then take them off so you can take off your nostalgia glasses.
Oh, Jesus Christ. God, I got a headache from that. So much nostalgia. Decent enough stuff with the Cruiserweights. I mean,
yes.
Kalisto pinned Enzo, which means he won't win. Maybe. Who knows? And then, the ending, which had Shane lead the SmackDown roster down. Yeah. It's pretty much, there's no real good way, no way to describe this. Right.
Mm-hmm.
The 2 thumbs up ending.
I heard you have to pay extra for that.
I've been advised not to finish that sentence.
By?
Myself?
Very well.
Yes. Shane leads the entire SmackDown roster. Becky in the SmackDown shirt. Nothing underneath. Well, that's just my dream. And everybody there in SmackDown proceeds to run through Raw Nexus style and beat the shit out of everybody.
Ooh. I think the best move would be for tomorrow. Kurt Angle shows up at SmackDown and says, Shane's out there. He's like, all right, show me all the Raw roster. Show me what you've got. And Kurt just goes, I didn't bring everyone. I only brought 2. And it's Braun and Bork.
And Jinder sings, get him. No, we choose life.
Braun just looks at the Sings like, nope. All aboard the Nope train to fuck that, Vil.
Now, I'm not going to say this much. I like your idea. It was a hell of an ending, though. Just SmackDown roster just decimated everybody.
Yep.
It's great stuff. You saw the women like Mickey, Sasha, and Bayley left Raw on the ground after they were smacked down.
It would have really been funny if they just tried to break into Braun's locker room and then it pans to a camera where It's just Braun and you're just sitting there. Hold on, let me check the door.
Imagine Braun having his own locker room. That was great stuff. It was a great ending. I mean, because it kicked off the whole hype for Survivor Series right.
Indeed it did.
And now, we get to see what happens the next few weeks. I think Survivor Series is looking to be a pretty damn good show so far. How are they going to screw it up in the next 3 weeks? We'll find out. Well, Enzo's still involved, so
yeah,
they're going to screw it up somehow. That'll probably be on the kickoff. Enzo versus somebody.
Probably.
I think it's going to be the first A+ show. I think it's going to be. Because it hit all the right notes, even with some of the stuff that was it still didn't overstay its welcome. It was great.
Yeah.
Well. It was great stuff. Just me wanting people to murder Enzo was just hilarious to this guy. It is hilarious.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
I mean, it is because they finally got me. You finally got me with one of the worst workers in the history of the business. But, hey, great from bell to bell, yeah. Honestly.
That is a heel run where you don't like the wrestler at all. Right.
Yeah. True. And I mean, I don't even like gender, but
I believe the term is go home heat.
That would be that. Enzo could go home and not come back.
Yeah.
That'd be fine. You go do a rap.
But at the same time, the heat is just right that you can put anyone over by putting him against him. In a week, like you did with Kalisto.
And then you screwed that up.
I mean, if you have Kalisto lose the next one, Aleister Black.
Hideo Itami?
Hideo Itami.
I'd have Hideo come up.
We want someone who can cut a promo.
Yeah, Aleister's only cut a few. And he's still going on with a feud.
Sometimes the promo that you cut doesn't need to be one of many words.
True.
But sometimes you do need to understand those words.
This is true. Hideo is hard to understand.
And that's no offense to someone who, English isn't their first language. It just a thing.
True. But still, A+ from me. What do you say?
Yeah, I think that would be fair. It's a very high grade to give.
It's not one we give out.
Do you believe this to be a perfect show?
Yeah. Because it hyped up Survivor Series perfectly. It came off a pretty damn good pay-per-view. And it hit all the right notes. I mean, if I had to, I guess I could downgrade to an A, but it would have to be an A.
Well, yeah, I think with how well executed this was, I mean, despite Finn losing to Kane.
Yeah.
Despite
Enzo existing.
Yeah. We can't discount the show for that though.
No. I'll say A. I'll go down.
Yeah, I think A is a fair one. Can't let the hype get to us too much.
But it was an A because this was a great show bell to bell.
Otherwise, we can't accomplish our lifelong goal of becoming Statler and Waldorf.
Oh, God. That is who we're going to be. I mean, honestly. It's like, it's already happening. Anyway, that's what we got to say. Check out the thumbnail by this guy in the description. And like, share, subscribe. Also, do you agree, do you disagree, by the way, with what we've said? Let us know in the comments. And
if you disagree, please leave it in the comments. And also hit the like button. Or if you don't like it, hit the like button. Or if you don't like that option, hit subscribe.
Hit share.
Or subscribe.
Hit something somewhere. Hit it right. No, don't hit it there. Anyway, this has been Real Honesty with John Rithlin. I'm John Rithlin. That
is the Dominator.
And let us know in the comments if you want us to do live streams of pay-per-views and takeover events.
Do it.